When we have images and videos in our Cloudinary Cloud, there are a whole host of things that we can do. Lots of transformations and ways we can deliver and lots of fun things that we can manage with our images to make them powerful and more useful to our users, and the same with videos too. But before we can benefit from this ecosystem, we need to get our images up there. We can absolutely create our own forms and tools to be able to upload using the Cloudinary API, but we're going to look at how to use Cloudinary's Upload Widget. This is a drop-in component that provides a complete and interactive user interface, allowing your users to upload from their file system, from web address, and from their webcam, as well as other social places as well. To help us with that, I've got a simple Vue application that is ready to go. The library for this Vue widget is actually hosted on a CDN. So if we scroll down in the Upload Widget documentation, the link will be provided in the description, we'll see this Upload Widget in this image source tag. And I'm going to copy that. Back in my source code, I'm going to go to the index.html file that will host and contain my Vue application. And inside of the head, I'm going to add this script tag that I've just copied from the documentation. So even before my Vue application has been bootstrapped, this allows my Cloudinary library to be available. And it's available in my console, this whole Cloudinary object, which allows me to apply widgets, create widgets, and open widgets. But this isn't how our user is going to use it. Instead, we want our user to have a button that's going to allow them to upload images. So when someone clicks on this, we want to open the upload widget. So let's create the function to do that. Function open upload widget. And we'll just do widget dot open. Slight problem, we haven't created the widget yet. So let's do that. So above this code, I'll do const widget equals. Now I can just use Cloudinary because at this point of the code execution, that Cloudinary object will be mounted globally. But instead, I'm going to be super safe and make sure that we're getting that from the window object. I'm going to use the create upload widget. Now that takes two arguments. The first is going to be a configuration object, and the second is going to be a callback function that will be triggered by the widget at various points in its execution flow. First, for the configuration object, we're going to pass in the cloud name, cloud_name. And to do that, we'll head over to our Cloudinary dashboard and get the name here. We're going to allow anyone to upload images, so we want unsigned uploads. And to do that, I need to define an upload preset. Back in my Cloudinary dashboard, I click on the cog. I'll go to upload and I'll scroll down until I can see my upload presets. I'll create add upload preset. I can copy the name as is, or I can create my own name. I'm going to call mine upload demo. And the only thing that we need to make sure we change is change the signing mode from signed to unsigned, which enables unsigned uploading. So for anyone who's not authenticated to upload from Cloudinary. We can put this in a subfolder that we would like and change any of the settings that we'd like to do there. Copy this and save. Back in my code, I'll paste that as my upload reset. This callback function is an error first callback. So if it's called, it'll be an error and then there'll be a result. I could console log each of those. Okay, here's my app. Here's the code. Clicking upload, I get this lovely upload. Look at my files, dog image. We upload more or press done. We check our console. There's been lots of logging, hasn't there? So we can see this was an event for source change. This was another event for shown. This is another event for upload added. But in fact, the one that we care about is whether or not the file was a success, the event was a success. So rather than just logging out everything, we instead are going to check that if there's no error and there was a result and the result.event equaled success, only at that point do we want the console log the done uploading, and we can print out the result.info. Clear the console and upload again. This time we'll use my speaker picture. Here we go, done uploading, and here we have the public ID that now can be used to access this image. Here's a secure URL, so I can copy this, paste it into a new tab, and we have that image is being presented there. So to be able to use the Cloudinary Upload widget, we drop in this script tag into our index.html. In our app.vue, or in a component that we want to host this, we'll create our widget. using Cloudinary's Create Upload widget, and we'll configure our cloud. We can add even more options that we would like to have here. Crop our images, to transform our images before they get uploaded. And then to use our upload widget, we've created a button here. Clicking the button will trigger that same widget to open, and our user gets an amazing experience with very little coding needed from you.